Magandang araw po sa inyong lahat. Welcome again to the channel of Madiscarting Ilocano. Ang channel na ito ay isang educational vlog para sa kursong Criminology. At ngayong araw ay magkakaroon muli tayo ng mock board examination dito sa subject na Police Ethics. Okay, so mayroon tayong 25 katanungan at hangad natin na makakuha kayo ng higit pa sa 20 para makapagbigay assurance na kayang-kaya na nating ipasa ang board examination. Okay, so ang mga kasagutan sa mga tanong na ito ay makikita dito sa ating description box. Okay, so kung nakahanda na kayo, umpisa na natin sa question number 1. Known as the Code of Conduct and Ethical Standards for Public Officials and Employees. A. RA 9344. B. RA 6713. C. RA 9262. Or D. PD 603. Okay, question number 2. It is the transfer of title or disposal of interest in property by voluntarily, completely, and actually depriving or dispossessing oneself of his right or title in favor of a person or persons other than his spouse and relatives. A. Procurement. B. Divestment. C. Enticement. Or D. Attainment. Okay, question number 3. A fundamental truth or proposition that serves as the foundation for a system of belief or behavior or a chain of reasoning. A. Principle. B. Ideas. C. Customs. Or D. Morals. Question number 4. A branch of philosophy dealing with what are good and bad with moral duty and obligation. A. Logic. B. Epistemology. C. Aesthetics. Or D. Ethics. Next, number 5. Are rules by which we make decision about right and wrong, should and shouldn't, good and bad. A. Morals. B. Ethics. C. Values. Or D. Customs. Next, number 6. Is a science that treats of the law enforcement. A. Police Code of Ethics. B. Military Code of Ethics. C. Government Officials Code of Ethics. Or D. Barangay Tanod's Code of Ethics. Next, number 7. It means long-established practices common to a particular community, class, or race. A. Practice. B. Values. C. Customs. Or D. Ethics. Number 8. It implies the repetition of the same action as to develop a natural, spontaneous, or rooted tendency or inclination to perform it. A. Tradition. B. Practices. C. Values. Or D. Habits. Okay, question number 9. It means regularly followed procedure or pattern in conducting activities. A. Traditions. B. Practice. C. Values. Or D. Habits. Next, number 10. It means observance of social norms as required by good breeding. A. Etiquette. B. Ethics. C. Values. Or D. Practice. Okay, number 11. The misuse of authority by a police officer in a manner designed to produce personal gain for himself or others. A. Corruption. B. Integrity. C. Virtue. Or D. Moral principle. Next, number 12. The capacity to determine right conduct and the knowledge of what is right from wrong. Specific moral choices to be made by the individual in his relationship with others. The moral quality of a course of action, fitness, and propriety. A. Principle. B. Ideas. C. Ethics. Or D. Morals. Okay, question number 13. Refers to a person's state of mind and emotions affecting the personnel, employee, and the police force to perform assigned tasks willingly and enthusiastically with confidence. A. Moral. B. Ideas. C. Ethics. Or D. Moral. Okay, question number 14. The inherent ability and privilege of a police officer to test and use the limits of his power in making a choice among possible courses of action or inaction. Example, to arrest or not to arrest. A. Police action. B. Police discretion. C. Police discipline. Or D. Police brutality. Next, question number 15. They are belief principles and philosophies that are important, cherished, prized, upheld, and defended. A. Values. B. Principle. C. Ideas. Or D. Ethics. Okay, number 16. Bodies of belief, stories, customs, and usage handed down from generation to generation with the effect of an unwritten law. A. Values. B. Principle. C. Ideas. Or D. Traditions. Next, number 17. A formal act or set of formal acts established by customs or authority as proper to a special occasion. A. Party. B. Celebration. C. Ceremony. Or D. Mañanita. Next, 18. An impairment of integrity, virtue, or moral principle, inducement, as an official by means of improper consideration as bribery to commit a violation of duty. A. Corruption. B. Integrity. C. Virtue. Or D. Moral principle. Okay, so 19. The moral quality of a course of action, fitness, and propriety. A. Principle. B. Ideas. C. Ethics. Or D. Morals. Okay, question number 20. Provide the basis for judgments about what is important for the organization to succeed in its core business. A. Habits. B. Principle. C. Ideas. Or D. Traditions. Okay, 21. The usual greeting rendered by uniformed members upon meeting and recognizing person. A. Salute. B. Give the impression. C. Gun salute. Or D. Duck walk. Okay, 22. A set of norms and standards practiced by members during social and other functions. A. Social decorum. B. Salute. C. Greetings. Or D. Attire. Next, 23. A manifestation or expression of consideration and respect for others. A. Courtesy. B. Habits. C. Principle. Or D. Ideas. Next, 24. Ethics are a system of moral principles and a branch of philosophy which defines what is good for individuals and society. A. True. B. False. Okay, the last question, number 25. Refers to well-founded standards of right and wrong that prescribe what humans ought to do, usually in terms of rights, obligations, benefits to society, fairness, or specific virtues. A. Ethics. B. Values. Or C. Principle. Or D. Ideas. Okay? Malipat tayo. Patapos na. Okay, so hanggang dito na lang muli ang ating sinasagawang mock board examination. So since there are 25 questions, expectedly kung maganda ang inyong preparation, makakakuha kayo ng higit pa sa 20. Okay, so kung wala kayong nakuhang 20 sa ating mock board examination na ito, ibig sabihin hindi pa sapat ang ating preparation para sa subject na ito, and I advise you to go over again your review for this particular subject. Okay, so inulit natin ang mga kasagutan dito sa mga tanong na ito ay nandito lamang sa ating description box. I-click nyo lang ito at i-check nyo na ang inyong mga papel. Okay, so maraming salamat sa maraming salamat sa time na binigay nyo para panoorin ang ating video. Okay, so Expectedly, bilang tulong sa ating channel, huwag sana tayong mag-escape ng mga advertisement. Okay, so hanggang sa muli, maraming salamat at magandang araw po sa inyong lahat.